Hey everyone, this is Derek with Streaming Games, and today we're going to take another look at Major Mayhem. When I made my first video, I figured it'd be fun to have you along as I played it for the first time, but I realized I just didn't give this game a lot of credit. I didn't even show the basics of what happens in here. So, classic mode, play just all the way through, basically the way you expect. Time bomb, as much mayhem as you can do in 1 minute. Arcade, random, survival, and then survival itself is just last as long as you can with only a single life, aka a hardcore mode. But we'll just start with classic. Major, the world is turning to complete mayhem. You must go to the tropics. Hey, wait, that's a white president. Stop the dogs of war and their army of ninjas. Yes, sir, Mr. President. Oh, and by the way, they have your girlfriend! Exclamation point. So, this guy, Major Hardass, is gonna go out and kick some ninja butt. I won't talk a lot while I'm playing this, but the beginning levels, it's pretty easy to figure out what you need to do. One thing I didn't know until later on, or I just kind of figured out on my own, is that you can actually try and shoot those jets. And if you do happen to get them, you get a bunch of points. Now you got this damage combo here, which helps build up your mayhem score. And the longer you keep blowing up stuff or just raising havoc, the more damage and the higher combos you get. For see, if you take too long, the combo ends and it just gets added to your score. Now my last game, this guy was always dead. I mean, I would never save him, but I'm getting better at that. And there's another thing that wasn't explained in the instructions either, and that was that you could actually deflect the bullets that they shoot at you. And I'll see if I can show you how that's done, so that's not very clear. And here are the different objectives. As you go along, you get different objectives. Every time you clear one, you get a different reward. Some are better than others, usually because they're harder to do. But I'll have 50 hats removed very soon. And those coins are what are used to buy better weapons and things of that nature. So, what is an example of a better weapon? Well, the first thing I bought after I got a little cash was this shotgun here. So, let's see what the difference is with the shotgun. Coming from playing Far Cry, the shotgun's a pretty devastating weapon, so I figured that would be my first choice here. Here it's not as good. You still have to be almost right on the money to kill these guys. You can't just spray all over the place and kill them. Whoops. Unfortunately, I managed to hit that guy. Ta-da! Bullet reflect. The way you reflect these bullets is you kind of have to get a little bit ahead of them. Yeah, my shotgun's never gonna hit those things. Whoops. And probably figured out whenever they shoot these blue items, they don't hurt you. Only that red weapon. Which kind of makes me wonder, why do these guys shoot blue items at you if they know they're not going to hurt you, but... tried to deflect that one, but couldn't get ahead of it. He can take 3 hits before he dies. You can see he's shirtless right now. Basically what happens is he starts out with full armor. Then when he gets hit one time, he goes to like shirt and pants, and then he loses his shirt for some weird reason. In case you were wondering, right now I'm at about 16% of taking off hats. So let's go to a little more accurate weapon, and I can start aiming just for the hats. The next one I picked up was, I believe, this rifle. Or no, it was this Uzi, so I'll give you a taste of what that weapon does. Oh, another thing I kind of figured out on my own. You can take out the chickens. Goodbye. Goodbye, hat. And they help keep your damage combo up too. See you, bud. And one last thing. The armor that's showing, I just thought it got added to your inventory automatically, but no, in this game you actually have to shoot it to add it to your inventory. See what I mean? Like that. I mean, if you think about it from the standpoint of a touch game, I guess it kind of makes sense. You kind of have to touch the things you're getting, but you know, on a PC it seems a little bewildering that you'd have to do that. Supposedly the maker of the game is working on you know, ways of making it a little more PC friendly. Hey, I got one of my rewards. And now I'm back to full armor. So what can you do? Let me show you the different clothes that you can get. Weird stuff, baseball caps. The only thing I picked up was this one. I figure if he's going to be in the tropics like this, he needs some full Rambo gear. So I gave him the red headband. Mainly because one of my objectives was to change his helmet into something else and I would get some coins, so I don't know. I'm not big on cosmetics, but I guess after a point, if you don't have anything else to spend it on, it'd be cool. Alright, let me see if I can deflect some of these. Ta-da. Kind of see how that works though? If I get just a little bit ahead of the bullet and start firing, it works. That was actually almost a lucky shot there. I didn't think I was going to get that deflection. I don't know what's blowing up, but I'll take it. This is really a throwback to the games like, oh, look at me, Major President. Robo Mayhem. What's that do? I'll show you. So, another thing that I couldn't figure out in the earlier video was how to enable these things. Well, you just click on them. You know, again, I'm used to hitting like 1, 2, 3, or 4. And no key I hit seemed to work. But again, thinking like an iPad user, I just clicked on those and they started to work. Alright, removing some hats. Oh, damn, I really thought I was going to get that one. Okay, you know what I say to that? I say, my next weapon that I picked up. And frankly, I think this should probably be your first weapon. Unless you want to start with that Uzi. But if you can save up for this rifle, you'll be doing really good. I'm not sure about some of these other weapons, but it's kind of a bummer that you don't get a little preview of how they work. This is pretty devastating, though. You get this thing and you could start taking out armies. Start taking out barriers. Whoops, sorry, bud. What can I say? I shoot everything I see. Come on, Major Buff dude. Ah. So far, I haven't died yet, which is good. Oh, here's Robo Man. Nothing stops him. Any bullets that get shot at him just deflect, and you even get extra points for it. Oh, unfortunately, that didn't come in handy. I wonder if it carries in the next level. Almost got this one done. Oh wow, I need to get back to the Uzi, don't I? So I can get this one. Alright. Fortunately, he still got that. Let me just get the achievement for the Uzi, and then I'll switch to something else that I think you're really gonna like. Damn, thought I was going to deflect it. These far away ones are good to practice on. Yeah, this Uzi's... Damn, the Uzi is not good at deflecting. Not like the rifle. I think I'm going to give up trying to deflect it. Oh, and did you see that little red ninja there? He just shows up at odd points. If you get him though, he gives you a bunch of coins, so that helps. Chicken combo. Thanks, bud. Come on. There we go. So, what do you do after you've picked up the rifle and you've kicked a lot of butt with that? Then you start getting in the crazy weapons. Shotgun I don't recommend. Rifles I recommend. I was thinking about the minigun, but then I just said, you know, let's go for the... fry some chickens. I mean, you can fry anything with this gun. Oh, including the professor. Pretty easy when you got this thing. Alright, now let me show you one of the boss missions, for instance. Let's go to the very last mission, the boss mission of the tropics. And the tropics is your starting level, so it'll still be easy somewhat. I'll show you how it gets a little tougher in later levels. I don't know if I can blow those up. Poor elephant. They hate getting shot by plasma rifles. It's actually probably unfair to do this as the last level with the plasma rifle, because this is just devastating. Once you get this, you probably don't need anything else. Okay, here's the bosses. Ah, killed me. So even with a plasma rifle, I can still get tagged. Well, let's do it. Continue for 500. Now, one of the problems I think is still left over from it being an iPad game is that well, the problem of deflecting. It seems like it's very tough to do, whereas if you're an iPad, what, you just touch the thing because your fingers got so much space on the screen, it will, you know, block it pretty easily. I think the hitbox needs to be a little bigger on here. Ooh, look, I'm Mavericky. So, I don't know. Outside of that, it's a pretty fun game, but sometimes when you're up in these boss fights and they're shooting you and, you know, you really have no way to deflect, well, we'll see what happens. You know, the guy's still working on it to get it PC centered, so we'll be okay. So now we're going up against someone named Baron Bear. And have you seen my chihuahuas? I probably shouldn't have showed that. That was probably a spoiler. But I wanted you to see what the next level looked like. These guys shoot a little faster, and they will shoot some zingers at you too. Goodbye, planes. A lot easier with a plasma rifle in your hand. I knew I shouldn't have said that. Oh no, I don't have the coins to continue anymore. But I think you have a pretty good idea of how the game works now, and better yet, you have a better idea of how to play the game. So if you ever want to check it out, then either hit the green light button or go over to Steam Greenlight and search for Major Mayhem. Pretty fun game, and basically they're waiting to get enough votes to get on Steam, and they need your help. So check it out, and I thank you for watching. So take care.